Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Rajesh Singh from Department of Geology. In this lecture, I am going to demonstrate to draw the axis of hexagonal system for the clinography projection. This is the beryl, a hexagonal crystal belonging to the hexagonal system. Okay, so in this lecture, we will convert the axis of the isometric system into the hexagonal system for the purpose of the clinography projection. That means for drawing this 3D object onto the 2D paper. Okay, the in clinographic projection, the axial ratio, that is vertical axis C, is 0.9, that is 5.4 inch, that is 5.4 inch. Okay, and the what is difference between this hexagonal system and cubic system or isometric system? The only the hexagonal systems have four axes, crystallographic axis, three axes like one, two, three horizontal and one is vertical. Okay, so three horizontal axis 120-degree each apart and one vertical axis which is 90-degree from the horizontal axis. And a cubic system, there are three axes which are of equal length and all are at 90-degree. But here the only three horizontal axes have the equal length. The vertical axis may be longer or may be shorter. So now moving to the drawing of the axis of the hexagonal system. So for that we have to draw first the axis of the cubic system. For that I think you know how to draw the axis of the cubic system. If you do not know it, visit my YouTube channel and watch preparation and drawing of the cubic system. Axis of the cubic system. Drawing the axis of the cubic system first. This is the axis of cubic system. This one is A1 axis. This is the A2 axis. This one is A3 axis. And this is the positive end. This is positive. This is positive. This one is negative end. This is negative. And this is negative. Now I am going to rename the endpoints. So these are the endpoints I am remaining, and there is two procedure to transfer the axis of the isometric system to the axis of the hexagonal system for the clinographic projection purpose. First method, in which you have to join the end point of the these A1 and A2 axis. So join the endpoints. Now determine the midpoints of the these line AD, AC, BC, BD. Midpoint of these lines. So mark the midpoints. These are the midpoints. This is the midpoint of AD. AD by 2 is midpoint of AD. AC2 is midpoint of AC. And side BC2 is midpoint of the BC, and BD2 is midpoint of the BD. So now we get what? 4 points. So now join BD2 to AC2, BD2, yeah, AC2 to BD2, and AD2 to BC2. So this way and this way, and also this axis is 6 inch in isometric system. Here it will be what? 0.9. Ratio is C-axis ratio is 0.9. So it will be reduced to 5.4 inch. So you have to decrease how much? 0.3 inch this side and 0.3 inch this side. So first reduce this and then join these points. There is no change in A2 axis of the cubic system. Okay, so draw it. This is the reduction, that is 3.3 inch from the top and from 0.3 from the negative end. Okay, then keep the A2 axis at exact same as the in cubic system. Now join the midpoints. Now these red lines are the axis of the hexagonal system. So these are drawn using method 1. There is another method to drawing the axis of the hexagonal system. So for that I am going to remove all these points. So now what we have to do in second method, you need to determine the midpoints of the positive and negative side of the A1 and A2 axis only, not A3. So mark the midpoints. These red points mark the midpoint of the positive and negative in negative side of the A1 and A2 axis. Okay. Now at midpoint of the A2 axis, draw the line which is parallel to the A1. So at this point and this point, draw the two lines which will be parallel to the A1 axis, and draw the from the midpoint of the A1 axis, draw the lines which is parallel to the A2 axis. So draw them. This is the line parallel to the A1. Again, these are the lines which is parallel to the A2. Now again we get what? 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is between BC, so I can write it as BC2 because I am going to use the same test which I used in method 1. So mark these points. These are the 4 points similar to the method 1, and reduce the C axis to the zero point 0.9. So mark point 3 inch and 0.3 inch reduced from both end of the A3 axis, and keep the A2 axis at each and join these two lines. Okay, so this is the reduction in A3 axis, keeping A2 axis same, and this is A3 axis, A2 and A. Now this is the axis of the hexagonal system. Thank you for watching.